Hello there, this is Christy Lewis. Today I have to react to the video Below by Jackson Wang. Now, I've heard a few Jackson Wang songs before, but this one blew me away. So this one starts off with an image of a piano and some mist, which we will be seeing again. And this kind of looks like it's outside, like maybe it's a graveyard. It's very creepy and dark and scary looking. Now, I think after this point, we're going inside where we see a pile of bodies. They look dead, frankly, and they're dressed like, French Revolution era style clothing. And so to me, it looks like a massacre has happened here. But as we get close-ups of the bodies that are lying there, we see that they are breathing. They're actually breathing in the mist that we saw outside. Here we have this pile of bodies. Their outfits kind of look like debauchery. The makeup is running. Their clothing is kind of ragged and half falling off and stuff. And their positions kind of speak of death, or at least passed out, let's say. And then suddenly they scream. Okay, so creepy. This is the point in the video where I was instantly like, I have to find out what happens here. Like, this is crazy. They're kind of, stories of dead bodies sitting up and screaming. And that's what it reminds me of, that and zombies. Zombies are the undead, which is a symbol of the loss of free will or the loss of consciousness. We see both of those things here, and they're kind of positioned in their reaction here, the screaming. It kind of suggests that whatever mist they're breathing in, it's probably not a healthy one. The screaming sort of suggests pain or torture or like a moral uneasiness at the very least, physical distress. And all of these images of death combined with that first image of the piano makes me wonder if it's talking about Jackson Wang's musical career or the writers of the song, which include Jackson Wang, about just a musical career in general. You can't always assume that when a writer is writing something that they are writing it like autobiographically. They might be drawing parts of it from their experience, maybe drawing inspiration from their experience, but you can't say like, this is Jackson Wang writing about his musical career. Like, can't say it quite like that. So we get the music, which, yeah, I love the music. The first line is, "You taste like cigarettes." So now we're really digging into the meaning of the song, which is addiction. And the addictive element is you, whomever the song is being sung to, whether it's a musical career, music itself. An art form is something that you do pour yourself into, and it can take over your life, or a person. It could be a person. And since he's saying you taste like cigarettes, you can definitely guess that there's a physical relationship here, and an unhealthy one. And anytime, of course, that you're addicted to something, your dreams are going to go by the wayside, because you're going to be serving this addiction. And so that could be another thing. The death of his musical dream due to addiction. Obviously, bringing back to the smoke, this smoke is cigarette smoke. That's it. It all ties into this basic metaphor of the cigarette with like a million layers on top. There's like double entendres and triple entendres. I hit it every chance I get. This obviously is also addiction. This definitely suggests a sexual relationship. And if you're feeding your addiction every chance that you get, that suggests that at some level, you want to keep doing it, even if you know it's unhealthy and you try to stop. Girl, you got me dripping sweat. Another sign of addiction, obviously, and a sexual illusion. Also a sign of stress or distress. You pull me back every time I quit. This is like my favorite line, my favorite image from the song. The imagery here is just incredible because you see all these dead bodies, sort of. They look and act like corpses all throughout the dance. They're moving like the living dead. They're jerky movements, and they're all at the same time moving, and it's incredible how they're doing it. It's like are they Inferi? Is that what they're called in Harry Potter? They're moving like ocean waves. It's like Jackson Wang is on an ocean of bodies that are moving, and he's going up and down the waves. And the tide is pulling him back. That's the image that I love. The tide is pulling him back every time he tries to quit. You're floating on an ocean, and it keeps sucking you down, and you can't really escape from it. Your body feels like disrespect. So this is obviously like no self-esteem, no self-respect or respect for anybody, because they're just acting like animals here instead of listening to moral instincts about how bad the situation is for them and everybody around them. Let you play me like an instrument, obviously sexual, and also play, perhaps, referring to the motives of the subject being sang about. The other person in the relationship could be playing Jackson Wang. I'm just gonna start saying Jackson Wang is the singer, even though we know it could be somebody else. The player is not acting on the surface level the way Jackson Wang, the addicted person, is. So this person wants the singer to be in bondage, perhaps for money or for another reason. Maybe the music industry wants to use him, and that's what he's saying. And also, instrument. Playing the piano, that's the image that I'm getting here with the you play me like an instrument. So maybe he's being crushed by those musical aspirations, because a K-pop career could be totally all-consuming. It's so busy that you don't have time for a lot of other things if you just watch a few trainee vlogs. You see that. They have these all-night work ethics, and it's insane. But I'm addicted to it. Yeah, I'm addicted to it. But I'm addicted to it. Yeah, I'm addicted to it. So he knows that the other person or career is playing him, but it doesn't matter. He's addicted and he has lost his self-will. I felt her coming and I couldn't escape. I'm in the belly of the beast again. So he's been here before, and it doesn't matter that he knows what's coming. He can't escape. It's coming for him. So it's a living thing that's coming to consume him. And that, again, is what addiction would feel like. I really appreciate how K-pop can handle these kind of darker, deeper, important topics without being very crude and crass and just seeing things that you don't necessarily want to see on the screen. And I've heard that they have very strict broadcasting standards, the classic example being J-Hope laying on the Snickers instead of like needles or something else would be indicated by the Snickers bars in Fake Love. And I feel like that's exactly what's happening in this video as well. You taste like cigarettes. I got a problem. I think I'm into it. Addiction speaking again. I breathe her in and hold it in my chest. So he's allowing him to savor every sensation of breathing the smoke in his lungs and whatever it's going to do to him. I'll do anything. I take a hit and let it burn my lips. Burn my lips, hey. So again, it's hurting him and he knows it, but he can't stop. It's getting dangerous, but he's letting it happen anyway. He's going to be reckless about this. You got me blown away. He's lost in it. I'll do anything as addicts do. Tell me what to do. He's not thinking of himself anymore. He's totally lost at this point. And then at the end, after it's all over, twinkle, twinkle, where's the star? The star being whatever his goals were in life, they're like done. Passed out in the back of my car, blacked out from the night before. How'd we let it get this far? So obviously this whole thing can just be a pop song that's about a relationship that's very unhealthy, a kind of tragic, doomed love story, which honestly I love as long as it doesn't last like 20 million pages like Gone with the Wind or something. But, a 3.5 minute doomed love story, I can handle that. But I just love how many other allusions are in here. About losing your dreams due to addiction and wondering how he let this happen. It's very sad, but I really enjoyed it. I can't wait until I can actually understand Korean a little bit better so I can dive into more Korean songs like this as well and start translating them myself. Right now I'm focusing on English language songs because that's my native language, so I just understand them better. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Let me know down below what you think about this song, what you think about this analysis, where you think I got it right or wrong. I would love to hear about it. I'd love to talk with you about it. Okay, thanks guys. Bye-bye.